Hi everybody, my name is Mykayla and today I'd love to read with you guys with one of my favorite books. It's called Yankee, Go Home by Deb Landry. So let's get started. Yankee played in the yard every day. He sniffed the flowers, rolled in the grass, and chewed on his bones. He was a happy pup who loved to play with his toys. But doing the same thing day after day was boring. Yankee soon grew tired of this. He was lonely and he wanted to do something new. So Yankee decided to bury his bone. He dug and he dug and he dug. The hole grew bigger and bigger. When he finally stopped digging, Yankee discovered he was standing outside the fence looking in. Yankee thought it'd be fun to wander around and explore this new territory beyond his backyard. Yankee climbed to the top of the hill and looked down into the neighborhood below. Children were playing, dogs were barking, and the people were working in their yards. Miss Lark and Mr. Rodriguez were mowing their lawns. Yankee stopped to watch, but Mr. Rodriguez shouted at him, "Yankee, go home!" But Yankee didn't listen. He was having way too much fun. So Yankee trotted down the hill and stopped in front of a big white house. A friendly mixed breed dog named Mykayla was scanning herself on the front porch. Yankee barked hello, introduced himself, and wagged his tail. "Won't you come and play with me?" he asked. Mykayla looked up from her nap. "Yankee," she said, "you should go home." But Yankee didn't listen. He wanted to continue his adventure. So you can see Yankee over there sulking because he wanted to keep going. So Yankee sniffed all the mouth-watering new smells. He explored all the interesting new spots where he could play. How wonderful, he thought, to be able to go wherever I want. Children played in a driveway nearby. When Yankee ran over, a boy tossed him a ball, and he fetched it. Miss Lark gave Yankee a biscuit when he passed through her backyard. "Here you go," she said. "Now, Yankee, go home." But Yankee, once again, didn't listen. He went to look for other friends. As he wandered through the neighborhood, Yankee thought of how much fun he was having. If only he could crawl under the fence every day to play with his new friends. Down the street, Yankee saw a pack of dogs huddled around a big trash can. He trotted up to the pack and barked to get their attention. Kit, the leader, and Caboodle, his sidekick, growled at Yankee while the other dogs circled around him. "Who said you can join in? Get lost, Squirt." "We don't want the likes of you hanging out with us," they said. "Go home, Twerp." But Yankee didn't listen. "Why can't I play with you?" Yankee asked, puzzled and hurt at being excluded. "You're just a poodle," said Kit with a mean laugh. "That's a mangy breed. We only hang out with the real dogs." Discouraged, Yankee wandered off and soon came to Miss Lark's yard. There he discovered another trash can, just like the Kit and Caboodle had been pawing through. Curious, he jumped and knocked the trash can over. The can's contents spilled onto the driveway. Yankee found all kinds of treasures, bones, cookies, and many other tasty treats. Before he could eat the goodies, though, Miss Lark shooed him away. "Go home, Yankee, before you get into any more trouble than you can handle." But Yankee didn't listen. He headed back up the street. From out of nowhere, Kit and Caboodle and the rest of the pack jumped out of the shadows. Kit crouched and slowly walked toward Yankee. "I thought I told you to get lost," he snarled. This time, Yankee did listen. With the dogs at his heels, he ran down the street and through Mr. Rodriguez's yard until he reached Mykayla's house. "It's not safe to wander around without your parents, Yankee. You need to go home now," she said gently. When the coast was clear, he finally headed for home. He was relieved when he spotted his white picket fence, but that didn't last long. Yankee headed for the hole under the fence, but then he froze with fear. Kit and Caboodle were standing there waiting for him. Suddenly, Yankee wished he had never left his own backyard and never met Kit and Caboodle. "We told you to go home, Yankee," Kit taunted. But, I am home," Yankee sputtered. He looked longingly at his toys and his doghouse beyond the fence. "Well, I'm almost home," he said sadly. Yankee cowered as a growling canine surrounded him. He darted to the hole and tried to squeeze back under the fence, but Kit blocked his way. Caboodle bit at Yankee's heels and snapped at him. "You didn't move fast enough for us, mutt," Kit growled. "Now you're going to pay for snooping in my neighborhood." Mykayla's loud howl startled everyone. "Leave him alone, you big bullies," Mykayla warned. "He's not hurting anyone." "Hey," Kit barked with surprise. "It's the flea-bag flower mutt. Guess she just doesn't get who's boss around here." Kit moved threateningly toward Mykayla, but she didn't back down. "My name is Mykayla, which means strong and noble. I won't let you scare me with your mean tricks." So right here is that dog. Right here, Mykayla and Kit. As Kit and Caboodle began circling Mykayla, Mr. Rodriguez appeared. "Here he is." "Get out of here, you dogs," he shouted at Kit and his buddies. The pack quickly ran down the street and out of sight. Mr. Rodriguez opened the gate and let Yankee into the backyard. Oh, so it was so good to be home. When Mom and Dad returned, Yankee, Mykayla, and Mr. Rodriguez were waiting for them. They were concerned when Mr. Rodriguez told them about Yankee's day. Dad filled in the hole so Yankee couldn't escape again. He filled up that hole. The next morning, when Mom and Dad left for work, they had a surprise for Yankee. He was going to doggy daycare with his new friend Mykayla. After his escape, they realized Yankee shouldn't be left alone all the time. And this is the dog daycare. Now Yankee and Mykayla play with their new friends at doggy daycare, walk safely through the park with watchful adults, and stretch out for long afternoon naps in the sun. Yankee is no longer lonely, and he never gets bored these days. There's just way too much to do. At the end of the day, though, he's always happy to go home. So I absolutely love reading this book. Once again, it's called Yankee Go Home by Deb Landry. And I hope that y'all enjoyed this just as much as I did. Thank you. Bye, guys.